As everybody knows, kids have been playing with Legos since 1932. Former New York lawyer Nathan Sueya took it to a whole other level, giving up his day job to play, build, and design with Legos full-time. His exhibit, The Art of the Brick, is now open in Boston, and I had a chance to check it out.
I had Lego bricks when I was 5 years old. Started building immediately as a kid and just grew up building with Lego. But it was later in life I would find Lego bricks to be my art medium of choice. I was actually practicing law in New York City, and I would come home and need some sort of outlet. And I found that creating with Lego bricks was really something that just took my mind off of the hard day at work. And so I explored that as an art medium and would eventually just leave the law firm behind and be a full-time artist. When I started, I was just kind of doing smaller things, looking around my apartment and saying, oh, there's an apple. Can I build that apple out of Lego bricks? And then from there it grew, and I did some human forms and eventually, decided to leave. And when I made that transition from law to Lego art, I think, my family was supportive, my friends were supportive. My colleagues, on the other hand, were kind of a mixed bag, and the bosses were just confused.
The Art of the Brick exhibit has art from all walks of life.
The largest piece in this exhibition is a Tyrannosaurus Rex sculpture that's over 18 feet long, and I spent 3 months working on it. But all time, the largest thing I ever built was I was commissioned by Warner Brothers to build a life-size replica of Central Perk from the show Friends for its 30th anniversary.
He never runs out of the plastic bricks.
I don't worry about how many Lego bricks I need because I keep a full inventory. I have 10 million bricks in my art studio so that at any time, if I get an idea or an inspiration, I can just grab those bricks. I know I have enough to just grab the bricks and start building. Because I don't want to worry, do I have enough red to complete this? Do I have enough blue to complete that? I just want to grab the bricks and start building. It just depends on the piece, right? If I'm replicating a certain work of art history, historical work of art like the Venus de Milo, which you'll see here at the exhibition, then I'm going to study the Venus de Milo from all angles and really try and get as many photographs of the statue as I could, and then use that as a basis for creating the work.
If you love Legos and art, this is for you.
I hope that people are inspired by this. I hope when kids and families come and see this exhibition, they go home, they get out their Lego bricks, and they start building. Because I think the role of an artist is to inspire. This exhibition has over 80 works of art, all out of Lego bricks, and it's a variety. I mean, there's a gallery that focuses on art history. There's a gallery that focuses on my collaboration with a photographer, where we've tried to integrate my Lego sculptures into his hyper-realistic photography. The Art of the Brick is a unique experience. There's nothing like it. You're going to see art, with emotion to it, but built out of this toy you're familiar with. And I think that's something for everyone to see.
It really is such a cool place to see.
You looked like a girl on her bachelorette in Nashville near those wings.
Right, exactly. It was almost like a Victoria's Secret's runway show.
Yeah,
it really is such a cool place. And you walk up to it and you're looking at it from a distance, right? And you say, okay, maybe that's not all Legos. And then you go up to it and you see, oh my God, it is. And he glues each one on too.
Oh,
so he told me, he said, if he messes up,
he
basically has to take a hammer to it and smash it and break it apart.
Well, that would also be fun.
That would also be a bummer.
I think I like the red dress because of the movement he created
really cool.
with it.
Yeah.
And then that man holding the umbrella, that one didn't even look like Legos. I still am trying to wrap my head around that one.
It's very cool. The Art of the Brick will be in Boston till the end of April of next year. The exhibit is located on Newbury Street, and we will post a link to buy tickets on our website, roadshow.com.